I'm thinking that many of you probably already know that some of the best research in all of psychology in the last 4 decades has been on marriage and other intimate partnerships. Researchers have been able to zero in on a specific set of abilities that clearly distinguish people who are headed for good relationships from those who are headed for bad relationships. As a matter of fact, when they measure the relative presence or absence of these abilities, they can predict with over 90% accuracy the fate of relationships. Which way is it going to go? 90% predictive validity is nearly unheard of in the health sciences. You can't predict rates of lung cancer in chronic smokers with anywhere near that degree of accuracy. So basically, researchers have taken the guesswork out of the question of what does it take to make an intimate relationship work. But here's the thing. Evidence suggests that only about 1 out of 4 people actually do these things in their relationships, even though if they did, they'd be virtually guaranteed the kind of relationships that we all want to have. So why is this? The answer seems to be that when our partners do things that we don't like or agree with, we experience automatic internal urges and tendencies and inclinations that take us in the wrong direction. We're talking about things like knee-jerk defensiveness, jumping to conclusions, the tendency to buy into your first impressions about a situation rather than investigate. If we're going to get better at communicating and acting in ways that are highly predictive of good outcomes in our relationships, we have to do something about those automatic tendencies that happen inside. Well, at the Couples Clinic and Research Institute, we've spent the last 30 years refining methods and practices that enable people to do just that. At the Austin in Connection conference, I want to talk to you about these tools and methods. In my morning session, I'm going to give you a refresher on what are the things that if you do them on a consistent basis will put you on the top rung of the ladder when it comes to the possibility of having a really good relationship. Then in the afternoon, we're going to tackle the problem of knowing it is one thing, doing it is another. If you're going to get better at doing the things that elicit responsiveness and caring and openness and flexibility from your partner, you need to practice. Just like an athlete or a musician who gets better over time through practice, you need to isolate the specific components of the abilities that you need to get better at and then practice them over and over again. By the end of the afternoon, I'll have detailed for you specific practices that have been used by thousands of people to literally rewire those automatic internal inclinations that take them in the wrong direction in their relationships. And I'll also detail for you specific practices that take you in the right direction, prime the pump for the kind of feelings of connection and love that we need for our relationships to thrive.